All right, we are officially in the wreckage. All right, everyone, we are officially in the wreckage. If you've been following us, you know we've been tracking this disintegration of the self. We're looking at the aftermath of the explosion. It's an explosion, Seth. The end of everything he thought he was. The apartment, the IKEA furniture, the curated life. It's all just ash.
And the absolute audacity of this guy. He's hanging out of a bus window, literally dangling by a tire, and the mechanic is he's checking the stopwatch. He's like, don't ruin our record, Mr. Durden.
It's terrifying. Look at how the text moves. He's being threatened with castration, tomatoes, apricots, balls, and he tries to play the diplomat. He says, I'm changing the rules. No more castration, and the mechanic just calls his bluff, because the rules don't belong to him anymore. He even admits it. He says, fine, I am Tyler Durden. I am Tyler Durden, and I dictate the rules. He's surrendered.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Is my mic buzzing? I think I'm getting some interference from the studio lights.
It's actually a very loud hum, Paco.
Let me just... Okay, better? Sorry, guys. I think I accidentally bumped the audio interface when I was reaching for my tea.
It's fine. It actually felt very Fight Club. A little bit of chaos in the signal. Very meta. But back to the bus. This part, it's visceral. He's hanging upside down. His tie is slapping his face. His belt buckle is caught on the rim. And then, the meditation. That's the part that gets me. He uses this hypnotic, almost ritualistic language. He starts talking about a directed meditation. Don't imagine the metal edge as a knife. Don't imagine people in black pulling your legs apart. He's trying to use a mental technique to escape the physical trauma of being pulled out of that window.
But he fails. He can't escape it. The text says, a warm hand touches you, followed by the cold tip of a knife. It's pure terror. He's being broken down.
And then we jump. Total blackout. He wakes up on a concrete floor, and look at how he describes the wreckage. He calls it charred shell, and compares it to outer space black and desolate. It's such a heavy realization. He says, before the explosion, there was maple flooring. Before the explosion, there was Swedish furniture. Before Tyler.
That's the whole point, isn't it? He's basically saying that the civilized version of him, the one with the nice floors and the nice chairs, was actually just a shell. The explosion didn't destroy his life. It destroyed his prison.
Exactly. He's an astronaut. An ape-astronaut. He's lost his job, his home, his credit, everything. He's reached that state of zero probability we talked about earlier. He says, I have nothing left. But then there's Marla. He's standing on the edge of a 15-story drop, contemplating jumping into the void. And the only thing stopping him is Marla.
And it's not even a romantic way to be saved. It's messy. He's calling her, pretending to be Tyler, and she just tells him to piss off, asshole.
It's a complete collapse of identity. He can't even tell her the truth because he doesn't know where the him ends and Tyler begins. He even says, she doesn't know the difference between me and Tyler. And then we end up in that church basement, the most surreal part of the whole passage. He's trying to do this deep spiritual work, visual ting the Palace of Seven Gates, and Marla just walks up and punches him in the face.
You piece of shit. That is the most therapeutic greeting I've ever heard.
It's violent, it's absurd, and it ties back to everything we've been saying about the destruction of the ego. The meditation is interrupted by the reality of the trauma. He's trying to find peace, but he's still trapped in the wreckage of the person he used to be. We're back. And honestly, I'm still trying to catch my breath from that transition. We left him in the wreckage, and now we're in the aftermath of a literal confession. It's a confession that sounds more like a fever dream. He's talking about phenobarbital, about forgetting oneself in a deep sleep, like in the Valley of the Dogs.
That's heavy. But look, he's trying to play it cool with Marla. She confronts him. She's basically saying, I saw you kill someone today. And his response? He's like, if you're talking about my boss, yeah, 1,000 times yes.
He's not even denying it. He's just trying to shift the blame. He says, it's Tyler, not me. He's clinging to that distinction, like a lifeline. I have the same fingerprints as Tyler, but who's going to explain that to the police? But Marla isn't buying the identity crisis excuse. She points at a bruised eye and tells him, you and your little students just like beating people up. She's calling out the cult aspect, the Project Mayhem disciples.
And then this is the wildest part. He tries to pivot to this murder mystery party vibe. He describes these course parties where the rich people pretend to be killed for fun. He's talking about candlelight, expensive consomme, and people guessing who the killer is.
It's so cynical. It's that disposable world we keep coming back to. Even death is just a high-end entertainment option for the elite. But look how he uses that to deflect the actual murder. Marla screams, "You killed the city councilman for recycling." And he's just dismissive. It was Tyler. He killed someone, something. I don't know.
Wait. Look at the room. He says everyone in the room. The people with colon cancer, the people on painkillers, they all stop. They all stop their little misfortunes to listen to the chaos.
Because he's giving them a spectacle. He's telling them, I am not Tyler Durden. He is my second self. Half of my split consciousness. He's literally trying to use a psychological diagnosis as a legal defense in a church basement. And then he goes for the jugular. He tries to be romantic in the most unhinged way possible. He tells Marla, I'm telling you this because I think I like you.
Oh, man. That is the most unearned, cringy, middle-aged man attempting to be profound wine I have ever heard in my life. You like me? Only don't ask me for a confession of love. It's painful.
But then the tone shifts. The split starts to heal, or maybe it just expands. He says, everything I remembered, everything Tyler knew, it's coming back to me. The skills, the locks, the history, he's becoming a vessel for the entire collapse. And he ends up at the Arsenal bar. The crowd parts like a zipper. For everyone here, I am Tyler Durden, the great and terrible, God and Father.
And then the violence starts. And it's not even a fight, it's a slaughter. He says he challenges everyone, 50 fights, no shoes, bare chests.
Look at the imagery here. It's brutal. He's being slammed into the concrete. He says his teeth are breaking. The shards are piercing his tongue. And he's intercutting this with the image of Patrick Madden's widow, this tiny doll-like woman trying to pour champagne into her dead husband's mouth. That's the most haunting part. The contrast, the absolute horror of the physical pain, the double Nelson, the broken collarbone, and this bizarre, ritualistic grief. She's tasting the blood. She's using her fingers to taste the crimson pool.
It's like he's losing his grip on what's real and what's ritual. He's screaming about wanting to smash the Greek collection at the British Museum with a hammer. He's just pure destruction.
He hits this peak of total nihilistic ego death. He says, all those you loved will either leave you or die. Everything you created will be forgotten. Everything you were proud of will eventually be thrown in the trash. He literally quotes Ozymandias. I am Ozymandias, king of kings. He's embracing the dust, the total erasure of the self.
And then the most insane beat of all. He says Tyler Durden, the man, the myth, the monster falls to the floor as a warm lump of bloody meat. The greatness ends in a pile of flesh.
But the narrator, the him, he stands back up. I stand up and begin a new fight because I want to die. Because dying is the only way to stop being a part of the project. And then, just like that, the chaos settles into a terrifying clarity. He ends the passage with, Tyler stands before me again. He is, as always, beautiful with the beauty of a blonde angel.
From a bloody lump of meat back to a blonde angel, the man has no consistency.
He doesn't need consistency. He has the explosion. Okay, we've reached the end. Or, we've reached the moment where the end meets the beginning. We're looking at the final pages of the manuscript, and everything is stripped. Stripped is an understatement, Seth. He starts this section by saying he is a bloody specimen of biological tissue drying out on a bare mattress. There's no more apartment. There's no more IKEA.
He says the mirror is gone. The one with the photo of his leg from when he had cancer. I mean, talk about a bad trip. He's literally describing the erasure of his history.
It's a total deconstruction. Look at how he lists the loss. 6 pairs of white shirts, black trousers, underwear, socks, shoes all gone. It's like an eviction from his own identity. And Tyler is just there, barking orders. Get up! He's not even comforting him. He's treating the narrator's collapse like a morning workout.
But look at what he says about the unbreakable surface of things. He says nightmares ripen underneath it. That is so heavy. Is like the consumer's life we're talking about is just the top layer of a rot.
Exactly. And then he gets into the, how do I put this, the instruction manual phase.
Oh, here we go. The chemistry lesson.
Right. He's literally giving us the recipe. Take 1 part 98% nitric acid and mix it with 3 parts concentrated sulfuric acid on an ice bath. He's explaining how to make nitroglycerin right there in the middle of a breakdown. It's so jarring. 1 second he's losing his socks, the next he's walking Wikipedia for explosives. Mix nitroglycerin with sawdust and you get a great plastic. It's like the information is the only thing that hasn't been stolen from him.
But it's also unstable, isn't it? Like he said earlier, the paraffin mix is unreliable. Everything is just volatile.
And then we're on the roof. The Parker Place skyscraper. The gun is in his mouth. this is the peak of the madness. He says the gun is against his very glottis, and Tyler is telling him, we won't die for real.
Wait, we won't die for real? Is he saying they're vampires? Because the narrator literally responds, what are you talking about? We aren't vampires. I love this guy. He's having a psychotic break and he's still arguing the logic of the genre.
But look at the timer. The tension is mechanical. 7 minutes left. 4 minutes. He's counting down the seconds of his existence, and he's even critiquing the explosive quality of the gun barrel. I wonder how clean it is. And then Marla shows up. The support group arrives. It's this parade of the sick the colon cancer patients, the people with melanoma, the tuberculosis victims. They're all running toward him screaming, stop.
It's so surreal. It's like a zombie movie, but the zombies are just people in wheelchairs and people with bandages. They're all trying to save a man who is actively trying to erase himself.
And he realizes something crucial here. He says, I don't want to kill myself. I want to kill Tyler. That's the pivot. The entire struggle, the book The Middle-Aged Man Fighting for His Soul, it's all distilled into this one shot. He's using a bullet to perform an exorcism.
And then, boom, he pulls the trigger. And the most terrifying thing isn't the death, it's the next line. He says, of course, when I pulled the trigger, I died.
He's a liar. Or he's telling a truth we can't grasp. He says, liar. Tyler died too. So the explosion, the destruction of the building, it wasn't just a physical event. It was the death of the persona. He's in this heaven that looks like a hospital wing.
The heavens are very quiet because everyone wears soft-soled slippers. That is such a beautiful, depressing image. No more chaos. Just
But look at his encounter with God. This is the part that really challenges the whole deconstruction theme. He meets God, and God is just a guy at a desk checking off notes in a notebook. And God asks the question, why? Why all the pain? Why the destruction?
And the narrator, he doesn't give a grand spiritual answer. He doesn't say it was for enlightenment. He looks at God and says, I think God is also mistaken. We are not unique. But we aren't just decaying organic matter either. We exist. We just exist.
We exist, and with us, whatever happens, happens. That's the most honest thing I've ever heard. No meaning, no destiny, no tapestry, just the raw, unadorned fact of existence.
Even the glory is gone. He's not a hero. He's just a guy with a face split from ear to ear like a Halloween pumpkin.
But Marla is still writing to him. She's still there in the world of things. And he says, if heaven had a phone, I would call her, and I wouldn't be silent. He ends with the whispers. The space monkeys are still out there, whispering, everything is going according to plan. The destruction is ongoing. The work isn't finished.
I guess even when the man dies, the project lives on.
Well, I think we need to go sit in a dark room for a while. I think we do. Well, I think we need to go sit in a dark room for a while. I think we do.
Seriously though, we started this journey looking at a man who just wanted a nice apartment and some decent IKEA furniture, and we ended up in a church basement, watching the literal foundations of identity get blown to pieces.
It's been a heavy ride, hasn't it? We've tracked the disintegration from the first corporate burnout to this final, terrifying, beautiful moment of pure existence. We've seen the curated self stripped away until there was nothing left but the raw, unadorned fact of being no titles, no property, no even a consistent name. It's a brutal way to find peace, but looking back at everything we've discussed, there's something undeniably honest about it. The destruction of the shell to find the core. Even if that core is just, we exist.
Just don't try the nitroglycerin at home, okay? I don't think my insurance covers accidental chemical deconstruction. And Seth, if you start seeing blonde angels in the studio lights, I'm calling an exorcist.
I'll keep my angels to a minimum, Paco. I promise. It's been a profound experience, exploring this wreckage with both of you. To everyone listening, whether you're feeling the weight of your own curated life, or just looking for a bit of truth in the chaos, thank you for walking through the smoke with us. Thank you for tuning in. We'll leave you with the silence of the heavens and the quiet, steady pulse of just existing. Until next time.
Peace out, everyone. Stay messy.
Goodbye.